All right, looks like we are up. So I'm happy to welcome everyone back to our Panel Attack weekly tournaments. This time we've got our intermediate group doing a round robin. We've got 7 participants, and we are very excited to see them play. So I'm welcomed here on the mic with Mara. You can go on and say hello.
Hello. Yes, it's my first time commentating in a while.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. It's been a while.
It has. I'm very excited to see some level 8 action, unless the format of the intermediate has changed in the last however long.
It's a constantly changing thing. Actually, I need to open this up so I can take a quick look at all of our participants. I'll quickly list them off, but I think we'll be starting in just a moment. We've got Derek McD, Espic, H2O, Laumian. I'm so sorry if I messed up your names. Sarah, Bramp, and Robitas that will be playing. It's going to be Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, it should be a very good time. I recognize exactly one of these participants. So you're going to have to walk me through it on who's the favorite in each of these matches that we have a look at.
You know, I'm not sure myself. I think Derek has a win. I think Espic has a previous win as well. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of a toss-up. We have a couple different participants who are absolutely vying for the win. So, I could get the screen up myself. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind myself. Have we already gotten the go ahead and get started?
I see 3 matches happening.
Oh.
I'm not sure which one we're going to be following. Our first few matchups are Espic versus Robertas, H2O versus Bramp, and Laumian versus Sarah.
Well, we have all the power here. We get to make the call. So I say, how about we jump into Robitas and Espic since they're still at character select?
Cool. Sounds good to me. They are still in character select, right?
They are.
Dispersion. Yep.
Well, I think we're just going to jump into another one while they get set up. So how about we do Sarah and Lomian?
Okay. How do you escape from a match while they're in character select?
If you, I think just like hitting back.
Okay, I'm gonna try restarting my game.
Sure. I have mine custom set up, so I'm like, how would I describe that to you?
I see.
So, we have Sarah and Lamian who are already going, and Sarah is at 1 point, and currently sitting with not a lot of trash to kind of work through. Sarah gets to just take it easy and send garbage at their leisure. Though it looks like Laumian has dug all the way through and is sitting without garbage as well. So we're just kind of exchanging polite blows right now.
Yeah, so I guess the biggest thing, at least at the intermediate, is who can be the first person to make a big fat chain and top their opponent out. Because you can't die unless you're topped out. So...
Absolutely. Like I think a big part of these early tournaments is finding that big offense. We love a good defense, but like you said, you can't win unless your opponent's topped out.
So you see both players kind of taking it a little slow here, both at mid-stack, I guess. And still yet to see a chain bigger than 4. Each chain sending the amount of garbage in the amount of chain links it has -1, but there we go. Sarah has taken the first game. Is it first to 5 still?
I believe so. I just kind of jumped straight in, so I we do still just do a first to 5. I think in the past we used to do, depending on the tournament, kind of modify it. But yeah,
Yeah, but we are seeing some very big offense from Sarah. Already got Lamian nearly topped out.
yeah. And if you look at the metrics on the sides, you can see that Sarah has about 17.8 per. That little metric there says the garbage per minute. So wow, sitting at 19 garbage per minute while Laumian was at 11 and just having a hard time with all that garbage.
Although, as soon as you say that, Lamian's starting off with a nice 5 chain, and that might catch Sarah off guard.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, no, Sarah had the time to find the save. So far, so good. And Lauman's doing exactly what you gotta do, is follow up that big chain with another. Though, Sarah's also answering right back, so we've got a little bit of a slugfest.
Lamian with another... Sending a nice factory, actually. I'm not sure how intentional it is, but sending small chains after another makes this garbage very hard to deal with for Sarah.
Yeah, and Sarah had gone down to about such a little sliver of life left on the little red bar at the left. Had maybe another frame or two of wiggle room before calling it that game, but they managed to find the clear.
And it's now found a 5 chain response. It's now Lamian's turn to try and survive.
And still kind of digging through. Sarah's just taking little cracks at Laumian
Cool,
while...
this short garbage, this short
Oh.
garbage does it.
Yeah, that was tough. Laumian really put some pressure on Sarah that time, but Sarah just able to dig their way out and send a good little offense back.
Yeah, I mean, 1 or 2 lines can be the difference between dying and being able to get that counter off.
Mhm. And so there's the answer to our question, is it first to 4 or 5?
Oh, they are playing another. Nice 6 chain with a 6 combo, or 5 chain rather with a 6 combo. That's just gonna do it. I mean,
Yeah,
not
that
ready.
little tiny... Yeah, that piece of combo garbage right at the top just took away all the shake time. So that's it for Sarah and Laumian. I wonder if we could jump into another match. Let's see. I'm a little curious about maybe Branth and H2O. Or Kitty chose Robitas and Espic for us.
Espic,
I like
a
that better.
last-minute entrant. Oh wait, no, was it Espic? No, it was Espeon who was unfortunately unable to make the tournament. But
Yeah, hopefully they're able to jump in next time. I know there was a little bit of issues when it came to getting things set up. If we just had one more, we could have had a group stage instead of a round robin. Like taking a 3rd point. That was a 2-minute match, so they were really going back and forth for a while.
and yeah, you see a nice strong start from both players. It always happens whenever I come back to this game. I go into a match, and then I kind of just fumble for about 15 seconds before I manage to send any garbage.
You know, it's honestly, defense is... You've got such a solid defense, though, so that's all you need sometimes.
Yeah, both players also seem to be taking it so far. A nice delay chain from Espic is going to get a 6 chain. And how will Robitas respond? That's a little bit of a tongue twister.
Well, we have a clear so far. And Rabitas is going to be digging through all of that 6 chain and sending back another big one too.
We do love to see garbage tennis.
I know I do. Oh,
Oh,
Rabitas!
but it's unable to get that green, swaps it back onto where it was before. So
One
unfortunate.
misswap can be the end. Yeah, Derek's in the chat saying, I'm hoping to defend my title once again. I mean, we've definitely got a strong pool of contestants this time, so it may be a little tough for you, but I'll be rooting for you.
Mhm.
Just about to say, things were looking a little too polite. So Espic taking the first shot with ×5.
Seems like that ×5 is being eaten through, and I think we're going back to a little bit of a stalemate here. Oh, as soon as I say that, Espic sends a
Not
×4, and maybe that stalemate is about to be over.
Robitas, almost! Almost found that save. You're one swap away. Okay. Now we're jumping into Bramp and H2O. Oh, and this is a pretty close match. Bramp's at 3, H2O's at 4. Bramp mounting a good offense. But, wow. We're just jumping in, but H2O's metric is about 20 garbage per minute, so, I mean, these two have really been taking shots at each other.
Yeah, I mean, I find often it's the case that if one person can find a big chain at the start, then that allows the second person to do that too.
Mhm.
And so you can.
Yeah, that's very true.
But then if both players kind of don't give each other anything to work with at the start, it can be a little harder to get going. In this case, we're definitely seeing both players sending and clearing garbage.
I feel like whenever that happens, I feel like I'm getting like cheated off of whenever I send that first big chain. I'm like, you can't just take my chain and use that to make another one. It's not fair.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Now seeing a little combo garbage pile up, and yeah, it's gonna be it. H2O
That looked like it was
taking
a. Yeah, that was a good match. I wish we could have saw more of it. So
Oh,
I think
well.
Derek and Espic are all lined up for another one. We're going rapid fire between these.
Yeah, I mean, in a 7-player round robin, each player has to play 6 games, so there's no time to lose.
Also, with this, we'll have seen at least caught a glimpse at every participant. Because now we're seeing Derek, who is our number 7.
And potentially the favorite, having being the person to defend their title. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and absolutely. Plus, Espic is, I think, a strong contender as well, so this might be a pretty interesting match.
Yeah, this is by rank seeds 1 and seeds 2. So, should be a good time. And see, Espic able to find the second tier clear. I think that's the first time we've seen a second tier be available.
Espic mounting a counter-attack.
Yeah, that's going to be more than enough to tap Derek out. And Derek is struggling a little bit. Does find the clear, but Derek! Saved by the little sliver of help you got on level 8, but it's not quite enough.
Oh. I thought he was setting up a Shogun. I was gonna get really excited, but
Yeah, I also saw that same Shogun setup. The tear clear. But unable to find it, and it dies an untimely death.
so far it's been looking like Derek is usually the one who takes the first offense, and then Espic is spawns back with another big formidable piece of garbage.
And now Derek going to do a triple delay, getting a
Excellent.
X4 chain right off the bat. It's only gonna get bigger.
Keep going, keep going.
Times 9.
Yeah.
I don't, Espic isn't ready for it. Espic's struggling. It's that sliver of health is and misses the insert, and that's gonna be 1-1.
Yeah, we were right. This is a spicy match.
Derek starting with a 4 chain with a 6 combo. We got the synced clear on both sides, it's so satisfying.
Hmm.
As Espic
Derek,
now
look
responds
for
with a 4 chain of their own.
Oh, big. Another times 9, 10. Leave yourself a little bit of defense. All right.
This time Espic is ready, and we'll see if they can make an even bigger chain in response. Manages to get the clear into the chain clear there. I did not see that chain clear, but we're now into X5, and not very much of a garbage chain is cleared.
Yeah,
I'll
and
be-
meanwhile, Derek has been.
Derek's just waiting, but Derek might be waiting a while.
He was also sending some different.
Oh,
Like,
interesting.
fact,
Espic
smaller?
intentionally letting the chain go there to give Derek something to work with. Interesting.
Smart.
Yeah, and sending a ×3 for that little bit of layering on the garbage.
Factory. Derek has sent a nice factory over to Espic too, so Espic's gonna have a little bit of work for a while.
But Espic does have a tier clear. And gets a lucky chain to go with it. Yeah, both players should now be topped up for the foreseeable future. It's just going to be who can survive.
Oh, Derek! Oh, Derek!
Oh no, Derek
Oh.
just not topped off, and that's going to do it.
Another 2-minute match. That's This is definitely the Battle of the Giants. It's a fancy little chain there, Derek.
But it's Espic who draws first blood, getting a 5 chain to Derek's 4.
Both opponents sending just some medium-sized garbage back and forth. No one really topping each other out quite yet.
Although now Derek is, I think, very close to being topped off. Just needs this chain that Espic is about to finish off, and now Derek is topped off. Still waiting for the big one, I guess, to start this matchup. And that might be it, you know. Derek sending a ×5 and Espic with the tower and the +4 combo, making it very awkward to clear, but does manage to find it.
Right. If there was just a little bit more garbage coming over on Espic's side, I don't know if you would have found that in time.
Although Espic now has a factory to deal with, some very nice garbage layering from Derek, and we'll see if Espic manages to deal with it. 'Cause, yeah, we'll get no extra stop time here, and we'll have to chain their way out.
Burning, burning, burning.
And has locked himself out. Unfortunate.
Hmm.
Some nice offense from Derek.
Tied up 2-2. Ooh, that combo garbage. Since we can find a clear.
Again, it's just not quite enough to top off, and Espic has the room to breathe. It's finally that chain comes off at the top. Yeah, this layered garbage is making it extremely hard for Espic to mount a counterattack, with Derek just free to roam. That's
Ooh.
gonna do it.
Yeah, that was some smart layering from Derek. Maybe taking a little bit of a breather. Maybe some matches. Round 6.
Round 6 of a possible 9.
I want to see it go all the way to 9. I always want to see game 9.
And who doesn't want to see game 9?
Probably the players. They would probably rather.
Yeah, true. It's very stressful, even if it's fun to watch. From this ×8, Espic is looking to mount a counterattack. Has at least a ×8 in retaliation with this double delay. It's a ×10 to retaliate, and is able to deal with a resulting combo storm.
What's the plan now, Espic? There we go. Good save with
And
the
now
reds.
it's Derek's turn to play some garbage tennis. Well, Espic now tries to find the layers to kill Derek after this this chain gets fully cleared. So, yeah, that's a lot of combos I hear from Espic.
Mhm. A very smart move.
Is it going to be enough to top Derek off? We shall see once Derek has finished clearing. That's an
This
X14 chain.
14.
Since when
Oh,
did it
Derek,
show times
are we
14?
locked out? Oh yeah, they changed it so it's no longer the question marks.
Yeah, you can actually see how long it is. That's really cool. But now is it time for Espic to send... How much is Espic going to send back?
See, Espic said ×5 so far, setting up the ×7 with that double delay.
And that garbage does not look like it's going to be cleared anytime soon. It's already ×10. We might be here for a while.
Absolutely.
Oh no, okay,
Well-
Espic intentionally breaking it, which makes me a little sad, but is the correct play. Because there is no benefit to sending such a big chain that your opponent has years to chain off of it.
Yeah, but it's all about the style points sometimes too. The intimidation factor of
Yeah,
here comes a
see-
×20.
You see Espic doing a ×3 and then breaking off and setting up another ×3. This just looks like a factory setup. Or not, going to go for the ×4. And the ×6. And the ×7.
I love it. ×11 from Derek. 12. This is the kind of
Oh,
chaos I
Espic
crave.
nearly died, but has survived, and here we go again.
Derek doing a good job of anticipating the storm that was coming.
nearly just pulled a comms curse. Would have been the first
I-
thing street.
Derek was too strong for that, thankfully.
Yeah.
All right, Espic, what you
Oh,
gonna do?
Espic!
Just a little bit of issues with that down stacking. We had some different solutions there, but couldn't quite find it.
And now Derek on match point. Solid start from both players. Derek sending a 4-chain followed by a 5-chain. Why is Derek bronze? Good question. Maybe Derek has been playing on 8, but... Or maybe Derek has been playing on 10, but is more comfortable on 8, not sure. Yeah, Derek's offense is absolutely good enough to merit not being in bronze.
It could also just be, you know, you get into a big match with someone and
Start playing
I
better,
know.
you know?
Yeah, just donating a whole bunch of points to someone. I've done that a bunch. I continue to do it.
Jambox, the dev of this game, a dev of this game, asking who built this ranking system. It is
God.
true. Yeah. There have been
Alright,
talks
Espic.
of a ranking overhaul, but the problem with a ranking overhaul is then you have to reset everyone's rank and
Mhm.
everything becomes terrible for a few months before it becomes good again.
Plus, then we don't get to talk about overhauling the rank system, which is something that we just love talking about.
Yeah, why do it when you could just talk about doing it? It's much easier.
Yeah. Devs, I love you, and I'm not trying to be rude.
I'm like technically a dev. I've committed on average, I think, 1.5 lines of code per year.
Ooh. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, Derek.
Oh, Derek,
Had a
but it isn't topped out, so it has a saving grace. But yeah, no, I think the one line I committed was like fixing a spelling error somewhere in the menu.
Ooh. Maybe I
Don't
could get into
remember which one.
coding.
Yeah.
Do we have a save? Espic, do we have a save?
Espic, yes, we
Yes.
do, is able to find the blues connection. Oh, but Espic a little bit stuck again. Has this pillar in the middle, but it's in the middle. It just has to downstack that pillar. Right. But in downstack that pillar has found another pillar, and that's going to be it. Derek 5-2 Espic.
Good job, you two. That was a great match.
I would say I look forward to seeing their rematch in bracket, but of course there is no bracket stage, so that is their only match this tournament.
Yeah, we'll just have to have a grudge match in the parking lot afterwards.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, we've got Robitas and Ramp going. Robitas sitting a nice ×5. Both players playing a nice low stack, living the low stack life.
Yeah. Still both players just sending little pokes at each other. No big chains as of yet. As soon as I say that, Bram has
Mhm.
decided
You
to make a big chain.
You had to say it.
Exactly.
Let me see if I can manifest something into happening. I've not seen either player perform a tornado. Ah, sorry.
Uh, well, is dying some form of tornado?
I think Robidas could have potentially be going for it, but I like the little bit of wiggle that
Oh
Robidas
no!
is going
Did an insert and immediately outserted it.
for. The unsert. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Unsert, not outsert. There's a difference.
I don't know if that's actually. I feel like that may not actually be the correct term for it or not.
I don't think there's an official term. But unsert sounds funnier, so I'm going with that. Yeah.
I always
A
just feel
real
like
risk.
after I come. Oh, what'd you
Sorry,
say?
a real risk when you are an insert spammer as opposed to an insert timer.
That's true. I've been trying to work on that myself, and it's so nice to just go with my buttons and just hope for the best. Someday I'll actually spend some time in the terminology sub Discord thread thing, whatever you call that, and learn what things are called. It sounds like I also need to learn what things are called in Discord too.
Well, the important ones are like insert, slide, and like Shogun. The rest is just fancy stuff.
Combo storm for Brant wasn't quite enough for Robitas.
And Robitos now looking to counter.
Oh.
Well, did manage to counter but couldn't get the clear in time because Bram was topped off.
Yeah, and Robitas was going for enter, but I think actually did it kind of the wrong direction and got rid of all of the immediate solutions in the vicinity. So it's like, oh,
Very
no.
unfortunate.
I just got disconnected.
I also just got
everyone
disconnected.
did.
Unfortunate.
Lobby party. So they're jumping right back.
They are
in.
back. I do not remember. I think it was 1-0 to Bram. Was it?
It was.
Yeah. So just gotta keep an eye on that one.
It was Bramp was at 2 and Robitas was at 0. And I know we have some official rules too in terms of disconnects, but I don't know actually.
I mean, the official rules are the first point of contact is that if the players agree, then we go with that.
Ah, true. I like that.
The rules only come into play if the players don't agree, but we have a very nice and friendly community here, so that rarely happens. Speaking of which, if you would like to join the community, I think this command still exists, right? Yeah, there we go. This is where we host all our events. In that little Discord.
Nice. Flawless transition into the plug. I loved it.
Slowly coming back to me.
So with that, we are at Bramp is at 3 points, Robitas at 0, as far as I know. Maybe if they disconnected before we had jumped in, it could be.
Yeah, so I suppose this is that was Bramp's first game. Bramp, actually the rating favorite, looking at these, has is 1,059 rating points to Robitas's 987. Worth noting that this is a ranked set. I believe the first ranked set we've watched.
We'd love to see it. I know it's tough to commit to ranked when you're feeling nervous and all that, but
yeah,
Yeah.
and we see Bramp making a little bit of a comeback here. 2-all.
Oh, I think Bramp is actually at 4 now.
Wait, was it 2-0
Yeah.
to Bramp or 2-0 to Robitas?
It was 2-0 to Bramp. So now
Yeah, so because I thought it was Bramp was winning, but then I saw Robitas saying 2-0 in chat, and usually when you say 2-0, that means it's in favor of whoever sent the message.
right.
Yeah, if so, Bramp on match point.
Let's see it, Robitas. I'm ready for the comeback.
Mhm.
Nice insert there. Or slide, I mean.
Robitas doing the spam the swap key, because while you are swapping, you do not lose any health. It might have saved him there.
Yeah. Oh, that was scary. But it was such a good save.
Oh, hello, Newsy. Say familiar face. It's always a pleasure to be back on comms.
Yeah. Snooze.
See Robitas coming up with a spike chain, and Bramp in a little bit of trouble here, actually, with that nice offensive maneuver.
So I want to see Robitas capitalize on this time. He continues in lots of big garbage. Don't get topped out and start clearing that. Oh. So I think that makes it
Unfortunate.
5-0 for Brant, but it was a good showing from both.
Yeah, that was absolutely didn't look like a 5-0.
I know, yeah, they were. I mean, yeah, like Robitas was really trying to put pressure right back, so it was a good showing for sure. Right, Kitty, our overlord, has jumped into Derek and H2O. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I was just about to ask the same thing. We like to call him. Is GM Kitty still the name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
I
because
see.
we haven't figured out a higher system for Kitty yet, so that we still have to just kind of settle with that.
Yeah, settle for GM. Gotcha. Dog telling me in chat that this is another big match. H2O seed 3 by the rankings, but is currently ahead of Derek.
So we'll say that Derek sending some big chains. Top out H2O, saying I'm not going down without a fight.
Yep,
Didn't
both
like that
players now
piece of
topped
garbage.
out, and HO has the second tier clear and does indeed see it just in the nick of time.
Derek was making me nervous letting all that combo garbage.
Ooh, but HO with the extra panel at the top, the stranded panel, and that's gonna tie it up.
Yellow. Good chain coming from H2O. Has plenty of combo garbage mixed in there as well.
So he takes the early advantage, but well, we have seen Derek counter with an even bigger chain before this stream.
And it's coming.
Times 7? Nearly gets the times 8 if he was able to manage to get that catch, but times 7 will have to do.
H2O saying I can burn more of my stack. It's okay. Oh, finds the save.
Ooh, but there's no purples in that garbage. And that might be the undoing, as H2O is able to find the clear, but again, there's factory garbage. That second tier just making it so awkward. Yeah, if Derek can take this match, I think Derek will have won all of their matches, and in particular beaten second seed and third seed. So it's up to H2O to try and dethrone Derek. Oh wait, no, wasn't topped out. I thought they were topped out, but no, had a little bit of time. And again, is putting on the early pressures. Derek is unable to find the second tier clear, tied up at 3.
2-0, tying it up. Got the pokes going back and forth.
Nothing
The
as
intimidation.
yet bigger than a free chain. Ooh, a juicy +8 combo, but Derek decides to dismantle for a chain. It makes me sad, even if it's the correct play, to see a ready-made 8 combo like that go to waste.
I know, but yeah, you're right. It probably, you know, in terms of being efficient in the amount of garbage, it was correct.
Does find the 6 combo. And we see our first chain bigger than 3 in the match. H2O with no garbage on their screen. And Derek, Derek in a bit of a spot, but is not fully topped out.
Right. Went down to maybe a frame or 2 left of health.
And H2O still with no garbage on the screen, although that is about to change shortly.
Should have done a nice little 4 combo with some shock. Double shock.
Very shock garbage. It could actually play a pivotal role here if H2O is able to send a chain, but Derek with some more amazing garbage layering, it's going to make it hard for H2O to mount a counter. Will H2O even need to mount a counter as Derek is struggling a little bit, but shock garbage might be it.
Shock. Use the shock to play.
No!
Oh no!
Just had to move it all the way across, but was not able to see it in time.
H2O at match point. See if Derek can answer back and bring us to game 9.
We all want to see a game 9. Come on, Derek. Well, this is one way to get a game 9. Has a potential 11
Yeah.
chain.
Not bad.
H2O ready for it though is kind of at mid stack because if you can't see a part of the chain, you don't have to wait for it to clear.
True.
As we see this very big block of garbage is getting cleared at about twice as fast as it normally would.
Yeah. It seems so counterintuitive, but giving yourself more options on the large chains is really the way to go. You don't want to stay low stack. Also, H2O did a nice job with that, not having an immediate clear, but I don't even know how to describe propping up panels to create one. I just like that transition.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I also don't know if there is a fancy term for it. Ooh, is able to get the yellow in time, but
I should use some quick cursor speed.
yeah, and here we go. Here comes the garbage back for Derek. Yeah, Derek actually not able to send enough, not top H2O off after H2O cleared the chain, and Derek is in a bit of trouble here. Has this tower on the left. And it's locked out! Derek's locked out!
No! That's it. Is that I wonder what H2O's record is. This really makes things interesting in terms of
So-
who might actually take the win.
Derek has beat Espic. H2O has beat Derek. And H2O versus Espic has not been played yet.
Ooh.
H2O is currently the only undefeated player. If we look at the standings, oh no, Sarah is also undefeated, but Sarah has only played 2 games.
Oh, okay. Well, let's jump into Robitos and Sarah. That's where the stream is.
Mm-hmm.
So
It looks
it's
like.
currently.
Oh no, Sarah's just
Oh.
beaten Robitas. Okay. So Sarah
Okay, well.
versus H2O is potentially something to look at as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who are potentially still in the running for first place. That's interesting.
Everything to play for.
Next up, we're going to jump into maybe Espic and Ramp. Thank you, Kitty, for trying to jump around and make sure to spread the love and make sure everyone has an equal opportunity to get some spotlight.
Yeah, and also shoutouts to Chaos, who is running this tournament. And pretty sure Chaos has just basically run every tournament for the past few months.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's putting in a shift out there.
absolutely. We appreciate everyone's help. Kitty says, I'm not waiting on you anymore. So, we're jumping over. Is that? No, Espic? Ramp still, maybe?
Yeah, Espic Ramp is just starting.
Alright.
Wait, it's either just started or just crashed, and I don't know the difference, so... yeah. Espic, the heavy seed favorite, but... well, we've seen what Ramp can do in some of the earlier rounds, and certainly not one to just give up without a fight.
Yeah, Brant can really mount a good offense, and so, like you said, you can't fall asleep going against him. I'm gonna leave you alone for 2 seconds on the microphone while I go grab a quick drink.
Remember to hydrate, everyone. I've got a water bottle right in front of me. But yeah, we do see Espic taking the early initiative. We'll see if Gramp is able to respond. Now has more than half the board full of panels, but is unable to make any chains. Oh, as soon as I say that, makes a very nice combo chain. Send some pressure back over to Espic.
And with Polly stepping away, I guess I will jump right in and join you.
Hello, Chaos.
Hello.
Okay, I was just about to say I wasn't 100% sure that was you. So, yeah. Yeah, no, Bramp putting in the counter-offensive here with a nice 3-chain into 2-chain into a 6 combo. That will be enough to top out Espic. I guess Chaos. Do you know? Ooh, as Espic is unable to survive. Do you know if any of these players have also participated in the novice tournament?
Actually, yes, I do. I can actually tell you that.
I have not been following as closely recently, but that might be able to give a better indication of how these players may do.
Let's see here. I know in the recent novices, I don't think any of these players have participated in any of the recent ones. But I know like a few of these players have participated in novices in the past. So
Gotcha.
Like, I do remember seeing Derek. He has played in novice tournaments quite a ways back. Aspect actually started out in novice at first, and he has worked his way up to intermediates. Robibtus, yeah, he actually was in novice, the last novice, if I remember correctly.
That's cool. Did they do it very well? Or was it their first ever tournament? I don't know how new or old either of these players are, but I just presume they're a little newer than I am. Ooh, and that shot garbage is, let Espic take their first game.
Oh, Bramp did participate in the novice last week, but not the test. Let's see here, Bramp. Yeah, Bramp actually won the novice tournament last week.
Oh wow, okay.
Yep.
So, making the step up.
We love to see it. Ramps in the big leagues now.
Yeah, he's been making he's been making quite the splash ever since he started participating in our tournaments.
Crazy, I would have thought that H2O would make a bigger splash. That was a stupid joke, sorry.
Oh god, taken me far too long. That's actually quite a good joke. Apologies. A very good splash indeed. Oh wow, a very fancy 5 combo chain for Bramp there. Gonna be enough to put some pressure on Espic. Espic now having shock panels on their board, but unable to match them as of yet.
Using all those panels that they have now to mount a good offense right back. Missed that insert.
But those yellows at the top, it's gonna do them
yeah.
in because unable to downstack them in time. Bramp takes the lead. Yeah, going back from level 10 to and level 8, there is some whiplash.
Oh
It's
man,
been a while since I played on anything other than level 10, but switching levels is a thing.
oh absolutely. Like, I will be the first to admit that I think these players are probably better than me at level 8 than I could get to it. I can't do inserts, I can't do anything on it, and it just completely disorients me.
Yeah, but a very strong opener from Espic is going to tie it up at 2.
I will say, I do want to see Espic do a little bit more setup, because I noticed a lot of what Espic does in terms of offense is a lot of inserts, a lot of slides, and when things get a little dicey in terms of the pressure, that's kind of the first stuff to kind of go. So you want to give yourself other options besides that.
I could certainly learn from that. When I haven't played in a while, I tend to miss inserts and slides a lot more than I normally do. So setting up some chains. Oh no, that's were you also disconnected?
I was.
Oh,
That is
unfortunate.
that's another advanced technique is cutting out your opponent's internet.
Well, cutting out your internet actually does the same thing. Yeah.
I always did kind of wonder, like, if the match is ranked and the internet, or like it's interrupted, does does it declare? It doesn't declare a winner or give any points.
Yeah, no,
right?
no one wins in that case.
I'm gonna be climbing the ladder by having my router right next to me whenever I play.
Ramp versus Espic back. Elsewhere, we actually have Sarah versus H2O, the two unbeaten candidates. We'll be keeping an eye on how that one goes. Which match are we currently in right now?
Bramp and Espic.
Yeah, there we go. We are back in. I just spectated and saw that no one was spectating, so I left.
Oh, I
Cute.
jumped over just to see who the score was in the current match. I believe it's 2 for Bramp and 1 for Espic.
Alright.
Yep. Kitty saying we might jump over in just a second. Lead the way, Captain.
Yeah. Ramp with a lot of combos. Look at that. 9-4 combos, a 5 combo, 5-6 combos, and a 7 combo, but doesn't have the chain to back it up, so Espic's still running a little bit free here. As is Ramp, of course. And Espic now following with an 8 and 9, a 10 chain? Whoa!
Yeah.
These players confusing me as they manage to switch sides, but that 10 chain nearly enough to take over Bramp. Bramp having to dip into that health bar, but is able to manage a clear.
Oh, Bramp just had the blue, missed it. Wasn't able to quite get it over though.
And we have H2O 3-3 versus Sarah.
And actually, yeah, and this Bramp and Espic is tied up too now because they're both at 2.
Where's the split screen layout when you need it?
Right.
We appear to have swapped over to H2O versus Sarah just as H2O takes it. So match point for H2O.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, that's and H2O opening with having a big open. Can't talk. Alright, Sarah has that lovely red. We hate that, but
H2O with over 20 garbage per minute. It's just hammering it down. Looking to try and close it out here. Yeah, 21 GPM on level 8. Very impressive.
yeah, Sarah's just not going to get a break.
Well, having said that, H2O in a bit of a spicy situation here, but is luckily not topped out, else they might have been locked out there.
Had to do a little bit of burning, but we made it. And all that garbage on the second tier. H2O doing a good job of looking up and finding that.
And is still not topped out, so it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle for Sarah to come back from this.
Good factory coming from H2O as well.
Sarah
finds the clear.
finds it, but again, H2O is kind of just running free.
options
doing
left,
well.
Sarah?
Like, Sarah's actually sent more garbage than H2O. H2O has just cleared all of it in breakneck speed.
This is absolutely some great defense from Sarah. And H2O doing exactly what you gotta do. Just keep up the pressure when you can't sit by when you
Yeah.
don't have any garbage. And there we go.
Gonna do it.
That does it.
H2O our only undefeated player. I think that makes them 4-0, I want to say. Something like
So it's
that.
a couple more matches or so. We'll see if they end at undefeated. We're jumping back to the Bramp and Espic. So they're still tied up. I think this makes it 3-3. Little ×3 chains. Little piece of combo garbage.
Yeah, we're seeing, as we often do, a lot of pokes in the early game. You know, 2 minutes in and neither player looks like they're topped out yet. Soon we'll get the raise speed going up.
True, yeah. I don't know, you know, if you really like playing tournaments and no one dies, then the tournament never has to end. You can just keep going.
I remember, I think it's like in the Japanese community, it's like if the match went on for like it was more than 10 minutes, they just did a time attack run as a tiebreaker.
Really? Huh.
Something like that, yeah. Because at some point it gets too long and I've
have
seen
other things to do
firsthand
in our
how
life.
long the Grandmaster sets can go for.
Yeah.
Well,
With that, I think Espic is at match point.
yeah, it's worth noting, Espic has lost one game, has only lost to Derek, and has not played H2O yet.
Oh, it's gonna be a good
So
one too.
Espic beating H2O would put them tied on wins, which would be potentially very interesting. I think it comes down to points difference. Is the first tiebreaker.
Mhm. Bramp under a bit of pressure. Espic sitting pretty, getting to just take his time, clear up.
Ooh,
Looks like
very
a little
nice
piece of
5 combo
garbage.
from Bramp. But it's not going to be enough to top out Espic, as Espic is on the brink.
Pressure now.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's going to be enough.
Dude.
Bramp takes it to game 9.
All right.
We have our first. I don't know if this is our first game 9 of the tournament. But it's definitely the first game 9 on stream.
We'd love to see it. And especially with such a big rating difference between these two, you wouldn't think that'd be expected.
Well, as they say, anything can happen. Especially in a game 9.
Absolutely.
I was
All
there
comes
to
down to
remember
this.
game 9 where which ended by raising to the top.
Wait, when was this?
I think it was like Yoshimitsu versus like Decibel, something like that.
No.
It just ended with a raise to the top. Very
How anticlimactic. Oh, you had a Shogun ramp. I would have been so hyped for that.
unfortunate.
It's fine. It was probably better than he did.
Yeah, again, both players with a little bit of a cagey start. Neither of them wanting to be the first to die, but in doing so, not taking any risks. Shoguns. I like that.
Shoguns. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, I want to see one of these two raise their stacks and start to mount the big offense, but no, just going right back in. I thought maybe I was gonna have it on Bramp's side.
Yeah, aspects with these twin 4 combos, which can be very annoying to deal with, but less so when you've got no garbage on top of them. Can take your time. I mean, I've seen it before. I feel like I've seen someone do a Shogun in the intermediate. It must have happened at some point.
Ramp went down to just a sliver of life, but we're okay. You know, I can dream big. Even if a Shogun happens and it's not entirely intentional, you don't know if it was actually intentional or not. So I get to say that it was. Oh, ramp. That's it. So they brought it all the way to game 9, and Espic taking it away at the very end. That was a good match.
Very good, but Espic keeps their tournament hopes alive with a game 9 win.
So Kitty jumped us over to Derek and Sarah.
Derek versus Sarah.
Might be in a little bit of trouble for a bit as... Oh, nope, we're good. Yeah, I was worried about that combo garbage that was going to be coming down. Oh,
As I am going to pop to the bathroom real quick. If you could hold the port for me.
sure. Remind her to stay hydrated, but not too hydrated. Oh, Derek. Okay, we're fine. So, Sarah tying it back up with Derek. Let's see who has the bigger opening. Both starting out with just modest ×2s, taking it a second try. Both of our second chains were a bit bigger. Sarah starting out with a ×6. Is Derek ready? Ooh, you see that little sliver of red line left at the bottom of Derek's screen? Had maybe a frame left. Some quick thinking. Now Derek's fine. Had those greens to be able to keep on clearing this garbage, but we're at a bit of a low stack. So Derek continuing to use the panels to attack, but not having enough to defend. Round 4. Same as last time, our first little swipe at each other didn't quite pan out, but Sarah opening again with the big chain the second time around with a ×5. And followed by a ×4. Sarah is really putting on some solid offense, keeping Derek topped out really often. They're not quite topped out. The combo garbage came down and scared me a little bit, but wasn't enough to do anything. Derek, do you have an answer? Yep, had to do a couple burns. Oh, Derek, almost out of options. Good job with the raise. So Derek's okay. Thankfully wasn't topped out all the way. But Sarah quickly changes that.
Alright, I am back. Have I missed anything?
Hey. Not too much. Sarah's been putting on a really good, solid offense, keeping Derek topped out for a lot of the game. We're kind of... Sarah, bringing it all the way back. That was some quick cursor speed. Sarah's the one topped out. No more answers. We're back to tied.
Coolio. Tied up at 2. Yeah, these... Well, by the ratings, these players are dead even. And they're dead even by score as well. Nothing to separate them.
Very true. I didn't even notice that they were playing ranked.
Actually, the winner of this set will be higher in rank. That's funny.
Very true.
Uh,
So there's a lot on the line.
Yep.
'Cause
Actually, no, if
is-
Derek wins exactly 5-4, then I think Sarah will still be marginally ahead in rating. But yeah, all to play for here.
Are you like mentally calculating it out, and you're like you have a system, and you're really good with math and able to put all that
Oh
together?
no, it's actually easier than that. Every ranked game means 10 points of rating change.
I never realized that.
So
That makes a lot of sense.
every game, like yeah, they get the players will either get closer or further apart by 10 rating points.
Okay.
The exact
So when you
amount
go
each
against
player
the-
gains is dependent on how far apart they are. But yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, well, I learned something new today. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why I've heard some tales of like first to 100s where you can just gain or lose so many ranking points.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's what 10,000 points potential swing. You know.
Exactly. So if one player wins too many games, then you'll get out of the range where you can play ranked anymore. But is that 360 points?
True. True. So Sarah took that last game, putting Sarah at 1 ahead, but Derek's saying, I'm not going to take that standing, or sitting, or whatever the expression is. And then keeping a good solid offense right back on Sarah.
But Sarah is locked out here. That garbage
Mhm.
and Derek is going to tie it up. 3 and 3.
3-3. We may be looking at another game 9. I know a lot of these
How's
players
the-
are going to really enjoy. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, just commenting on that 8 chain from Derek.
Yeah, and I was just noticing with that, Derek was doing a lot of inserts and all that stuff, and I just think think a lot of these players are going to really enjoy moving to level 10 when you get those extra couple of frames for.
Derek is
insert
just keeping on
objects.
the gas. It's another 7 chain to follow up the 8 chain. Sarah with not very many panels on their board.
just down to two lines.
And no purple in the garbage, but does time to clear for reds. This is an awkward
Sarah.
situation. Sarah having to downstack the blinds to clear.
Very nice. Gotta be careful too when you don't have a lot of panels. You can't do any unnecessary 3 matches that don't do anything for you. Alright, what's the move, Sarah? Good job for the reds.
Yeah. On the other end, we have H2O 3-1 Espic. So H2O on course to become an undefeated champ. We'll see if Espic can put up the fight. Sarah, you've got a second tier clear, Sarah. Sarah, okay, fine. Whatever works. Yeah, sees it now.
Saw it in the end.
But slightly before it would have been most useful. Too much pressure from Derek. Derek on match point.
That was a little bit of a sticky situation for Sarah. It would have been tough to kind of dig yourself out of. Alright, match point for Derek. Derek not quite tucked out, so have time to dig through all that. Got a little bit of a low stack, so a really big piece of garbage could be just what we need from Sarah.
Yeah, Derek not starting with the opening fireworks that we've seen in the previous few games. So Sarah has some breathing space for now.
9 combo in that chain. Back at neutral, so it's time for another one of those big mystery chains. And Sarah being the first to take a strike at it with a ×5. Answering right back.
Now the chain comes out from Derek. ×5, but Derek doesn't have a clear setup.
We'll be able to do some burning and some chaining to eventually get a solution, and since we're not
Once
topped
again,
out.
not being topped off has possibly saved him there. As we have some short garbage, and Sarah is getting raised to the top here.
Ah, dog. I'm loving the puns, even if they make me groan.
It's a
So-
nope there.
Bit of
Yeah,
a
that
no-brainer.
one's not even a pun, that's just a portmanteau. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I am a big fan of the opener. Oh, a nice slide from Sarah. Derek is not ready for it. We have a
Derek!
game 9 on our hands.
All right. Yeah, Derek probably not happy with that, but I am. The tower situation on Derek's side wasn't topped off, so. it
Oh,
wasn't
Sarah is
punished.
struggling to find a clear here. Eventually does see the full combo and the clear on the right side.
So, since we passed that opener, I think we're both in our groove now. more medium-sized blocks coming. They're a little bit low, but getting refreshed. All the garbage needs cleared.
Robitas, thank you for participating. It's,
Absolutely.
even if maybe the novice was a better match for your skill set, it's always a good time to try and play in this tournaments above. You never know, you might take a set.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I
Rick
think
Buster.
my crowning achievement is I took a singular game off Decibel.
Ooh. I cannot say I've done the same.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you can do that at like my level is just getting lucky. Like you just snipe him in the opener before he's ready. But yeah,
Ooh,
you never
Derek.
know what can happen. Sarah takes it.
Sarah takes it. Ah. So that
Previous-
might be putting Derek at 2 losses or so?
Yeah, I
So-
think at 2 losses in a round robin, that's going to be it for Derek. Derek no longer in with a shot.
Yeah,
As
It means
H2O versus Espic is still going on. H2O is on the verge of clinching the title. Is on match point.
very nice. And as we say that, H2O getting topped out, so Espic getting what's the word? Trying to fight back for it. That was a 3-minute and 45-second match that
Wow.
was missed.
Yeah,
Oh, that
you
would be
see,
really cool to
H2O
see.
has sent 64 lines of garbage, while Espic has sent 64 and a half.
Yeah. So they weren't just sitting around.
They were absolutely going at it. But yeah, this is, by MMR, an upset. H2O is quite a little bit behind Espic in the rating, although, to be honest, I don't believe for 1 second that H2O's actual skill level is copper.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to turn that ranked match on sometime and see where
Yeah,
H2O really sits.
steal some points from some unsuspecting silver players. Espic, just taking a little bit of a breather. Always good to give your hands a break every so often.
All right. Oh, H2O is getting a little frustrated at missing with that insert.
Doing a little bit of a wiggle. Just misses the slide as Espic has started with a 9 chain. Alright, here we go.
Ooh, H2O is also burning a lot of panels.
Yeah, it's
so...
caught H2O off guard, so if Espic can pull up this 9 chain with a factory, which is when you send a load of free combos in succession. Or just a lot of combos, or just a lot of garbage in general. Anything that will keep H2O under pressure once H2O is done with this chain will help. And it looks like it's going to be the factory.
Sure, what you gonna do? Oh
Ooh.
no, that was it. Espic fighting back.
Yeah,
Is
so
there a
4-1
reverse
is
sweep?
up back to 4-3. It's not quite a reverse sweep, but it is coming close to it. Yeah, one could even call that a massive lad. Shoutouts to Ilhart. Coined that phrase for a very large chain. Specifically, a massive lad is the name for the garbage block, not the chain. Ooh, but some combo garbage from H2O nearly catches Espic off guard, but Espic able to react in time.
Espic.
Espic in a bit of trouble, but has the panels to deal with it, but doesn't have an immediate
an
clear, and oh,
Oh, that was a quick burst of burst of
if you
speed.
look at that red bar on the bottom,
Oh, you're right. There was
goes back on top. That is how much Espic lived by.
Oh,
Oh, but
Espic.
the
Oh,
miss
you had the
swap!
solution.
This swap!
You were right there. He even are they even moved on? Like they thought that they had solved it and then started to move on to something else. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
I
no.
felt that one. Oh no.
So we still have a match, Laumian versus Bramp that's going on too. We can jump in.
Yep. But yeah, with that, I think that is all but confirmed H2O as our champion. H2O is 5-0 with one match to play.
Wonder who gets the pleasure of facing H2 at the very end.
I believe this person, I believe it is Laumian here, who is, well, putting up a pretty good show. You never know.
Yeah.
Although looking at this, even if H2O loses their last match, they have already gotten more points than Sarah. Wait, no! Sarah has a points difference of 13, and H2O has a points difference of 12, which means that if H2O loses this match, Sarah will win on points difference.
Oh. Okay.
While Laumian
You know-
can't quite win it from themselves, they could win it for Sarah.
Right. I'm rooting for Laumian in that case. Then I wanna see extra chaos, but like I said, I
love
don't think
chaos.
H2O is like that.
Shoutouts to Chaos.
I was about to make that joke.
Dispersion.
You called?
Chaos is entering the chat.
Yep.
Or has been lurking the entire time.
Oh.
Right, Laumian. Consider this your warm-up before your final boss.
Ew. Ew. Uh-oh. Ew. Yay. Yep. Joy.
Oh, some very nice action chaining from Laumian.
Ah.
It's a nice 5 chain as they plow on.
Oops. Ow. Hmm? Yay. Yep. Ha. Hmm? Ooh.
Yeah, again, lots of combos, but not that many chains. So both players. So it always feels like both players are waiting for the other one to make the first move, and it's not happening.
Ah.
We're stuck in a little bit of a stalemate here.
Dispersion.
As we say that, times 4 from Bram. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe
Ooh. Yay.
times 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the shot garbage comes up the top, Ground has quite a lot of panels on that board.
Yay.
That's gonna do enough.
Diamond in
Those
the rough.
2 purples at the top, unable to be matched with anything.
Spick and Sarah, do they already play and they're just kind of...
No, Espic and
Just-
Sarah is a match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Sarah has to win this to be in with a chance. Espic, having already lost twice, cannot win.
Gotcha. Sarah taking it 2-0. Now, I already admit that I want to see the mix-up, but I still also want to see Espic put on a
Yeah,
Good
we
show
don't
and
want to
fun.
see any 5-0s here. I think there haven't actually been that many 5-0s. Yeah, there's only
Right.
been 2 in the entire tournament so far. It's very impressive. Oh wait, no, 4. I did not scroll up far enough. Still. And 17 out of the potential 21 matches have could be non-sweeps.
Hmm. So, pretty balanced cohort of players today. Sitting pretty.
Sarah
No
has,
real
I think
garbage.
this has been a theme, that Sarah's defense has been really solid, but they've struggled to top out their opponent. Which means that, well, as soon as I say that, they do manage to top out that Espic, but they've been having long matches but have been unable to capitalize on their very good defense.
Hey, you know, it can work. It scared me a little bit. Espic
Oh no,
scared me a lot.
Espic had the clear, but I think wanted to downstack those greens before matching the purples and couldn't quite.
Hmm. Times 5 from Sarah, taking the first big strike.
Let's see if Espic can respond. It's a lot of pressure. That 4 combo was nearly enough.
Mhm.
Oh, I just noticed the fact that it shows a number if your shake time, if your shake time goes above the bar. That's really cool.
I
So when
hadn't
there's
noticed
a
that
really long
myself.
chain.
Whoop.
Yeah. Sarah taking a commanding 4-0 lead.
Mhm. Espic, bring it back. Both these players really love their quick little techs of like inserts and slides and all that. So I think that also, you know, we talked already a bit about this, but I think that also kind of attributes to the delay in attack. It's, you got to do a little bit more setup if you want to consistently get those times 10s that we saw earlier in the match, or earlier
And
in
we're
the
seeing,
tournament.
well, 2 times 4s on Espic's side and 3 on Sarah's side.
Shut that stack.
Yeah. Espic kind of fumbling a little bit with this open stack, over Sarah not doing that much better, but very nice A combo, but these combo garbages are going to be cleared immediately. This game kind of needs another big chain to set it off.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of these, as good as 5 combos are, they don't do anything when your opponent is not popped out.
Right.
There
By
we see
themselves, they just give. Yeah, they just give your opponent more fuel.
Yeah, now we're seeing shock panels. That might be what we need. Well, very nice slide though from Sarah, but are they going to die because of it?
Sarah. Okay, we have a little bit more time. Nice walk over with those stars.
But that shock garbage might be the end of
Let's
Sarah,
look at
but
these
Sarah's
stuff.
not topped out! Oh, if Sarah's topped out
Alright.
there, they would be dead in the water, but they
Oh.
find the clear.
Back to neutral. Everyone's sitting around, not topped off, biding their time. It's tough too. I mean, you know, there's not a lot of tournament left. It's nerve-wracking to make the commitment to push your stack up and try to commit to some big attack. Oh, Sarah, Espic on the board.
Love to see it. It's amazing to me, Newsy, just how many new people show up. It never fails to surprise me.
Mm-hmm. Mystic and Sarah going back into it. Final
As we have
match.
switched to Lamian versus H2O because H2O is 4-1 up, is 1 game away from winning the tournament with an unbeaten record. I believe the stream has also moved, so
Sorry. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try to do try to look at both, but I'm not smart enough for that.
yeah. To be fair, it's... have there been times where there have been like 5 games happening in the lobby at the same time where you just want to be able to watch all of them, but you can't?
I do know someone who can.
Who is that?
Every time that I see, every time I see Kitty 1,
Oh, right, yeah,
Kitty 2,
Kitty with like
Tablet.
500 ults. That's funny.
Kitty's like, no, I will watch all of these. Keep up that pressure, Lamian.
Lamian's struggling a little bit, trying to clear that one panel of shop garbage, but okay, there we go.
Yeah, sure.
Manages to get a 4 chain under their belt. Is it going to be enough?
Topped out. Burning lots of panels. Lamian, do we have an answer? Use the shock blocks! So close! Alright. Okay, almost there. Oh, Lamian, this is great. Some great saves, a beautiful catch, mid-air catch, and then Lamian takes it! Alright.
Alright. So with Sarah having beaten Esmic, Sarah has finished the tournament 5-1, which means H2O does need to win. Has 3 more shots at the cherry.
So, Lamian, are we going to do the reverse sweep?
Love to see it. Well, Lamian has got a 5 chain with this garbage from H2O, and I don't think H2O's combos are enough to top Lamian out.
Oh, and we've got that gross 4 combo that's just sitting in the middle of H2O's stack.
But breaks it in order to make a 6 combo. Okay, valid.
Okay, do we have an answer?
But H2O is locked out! That was enough garbage to top them out, and all of a sudden the reverse sweep is looking a lot more viable than it was about 2 minutes ago.
Right. Little pokes back and forth. We've got a little bit more of an attack coming from both sides, times 4 from each. Factory on H2O's side. We're burning now. Finds a clear.
H2O doesn't have an immediate clear and is topped off, so H2O does have to find a clear here and is just kind of panic burning panels, but does find the reds.
Excellent.
Yeah. Lamian with 24 garbage.
Yeah, sitting at 23 garbage per minute. That's great.
H2O's in trouble here. Yeah, H2O needs to find the purples and H2O's locked out. We have a game 9.
Oh no!
Lamian fighting on Espic's behalf and H2O trying to complete the tourney win. We'll find out who will win the tournament at the end of this game.
Oh man, this is exciting.
Yeah. I know, It's not how you start the set, it's how you finish the set. And Lamian is finishing the set with flying colours, it seems like.
Continuing to put on the pressure. Originally, I was kind of rooting for Laomi and for the chaos, and now I'm like, now that we've actually come to a game 9, I'm like, I don't know who I want to win now.
So, I'm just rooting for a content game 9. One man, yes. If you're not in the tournament, then you may have trouble trying to find a game because everyone's playing in the tournament. But I'm sure there'll be people in the lobby after this.
Yeah. Usually after the tournament, there's a bunch of people who are like, you know, can't get enough and still want more.
Ooh,
Oh
Laomi.
man, if Lao... Yeah, that combo garbage was looking dangerous.
Yeah, H2O has taken a little bit of surge, but Lamian has come back with a 4 trade, and that's going to be enough to top out H2O, or is it? It's one line off. I think my request for a content game 9 has been delivered as we have just passed the 90-second mark.
Right. And
Lamian has taken the
H2O.
advantage. H2O topped up and is going to have to deal with transitioning through this garbage. And it's
not
going to be a
gonna
tough one,
easy.
but gets the purples.
Perfect. Love to see if H2O is still topped out, if Laumian's been putting on the pressure with... We haven't had any garbage on the left side of the screen.
Again,
Not
it's
quite
one
enough
line
to
off,
top.
and that's going to save it, because H2O I don't think was ready to clear, but one line can make the difference.
Absolutely.
That combo storm, H2O is now topped off again. Yeah, there's an X4 waiting. H2O is very topped off and has to find the clear, but does have the purples hanging on here. And has now put on enough pressure, but Laumian is not out of the woods as well.
Wow. Laumian is really saying, oh, you wanted to win the entire tournament? You sure?
Yeah, you don't take your eyes off the screen as the H2O doesn't have a clear. It's just trying to match panels as fast as they can, but can't take your eyes off either screen here or you might miss it. Some very nice combo garbage, but also some very nice second tier clear from H2O as you see how they deal with having a very high stack. Oh no, there's a full combo with the clear, but she doesn't see it. He's gonna chain all the way down. And Laumian now has pillars. Laumian can't find the clear, and H2O takes the tournament.
Ah, the last match being a 3-minute and 11-second match. Poetic. Oh, that was great. Good job to you
Wow.
both.
What a game.
I think still, is Derek and Bram, are they playing for another match too? Yep.
Derek has to play Laumian, I guess. But
Oh, okay.
that will not affect the final stand. I guess it might. Yeah, Derek's sitting at 3 and 2, and Laumian sitting at 2 and 3. So they are going to all come somewhere between 3rd and 5th. But wow.
It looks like Derek and Bramp are figuring out. There was a crash, so it says 2 and 2, but yeah, there we go. Derek actually has 5, so.
Oh, is Derek just finished? Okay. So our last match of the tournament, Derek versus Laumian. Or have they played already? Because they are both in the lobby, but they have not requested. Let me.
Yes.
But yeah, don't know if Kitty you're able to pull up the bracket on the stream. I guess I can link it. Here we go. That is the bracket. No, that's not the bracket. You can have a look at the standings there.
Too late. They've already entered lobby.
Nice.
So we might come back to that bracket in just a second. Thanks for popping that up, though. So, Derek taking the first swing. Derek has a really consistent offense, I'd say. Likes to really send a lot of big chains and is able to do so with a good accuracy or good consistency.
Yeah, Lamian coming off the back of a game 9. It's probably very warmed up. We shall
Or
see
worn
how
out.
that- Or worn out, that's true, yeah.
Not that worn out.
Yeah, takes game 1.
Derek opening with 7. Beautiful. Another big chain, so Laumian is playing low stack. That means Laumian is not going to be able to really mount much of offense for a while and be pinned to the ground. I know that is something that I am constantly working on. It's if you don't get the most amazing offense, or really, you know, after your big offense, you really gotta raise the stack and give yourself plenty of options to defend with. The number of times I've gotten pinned down in the same situation is not great.
And Lamian now
Combo
has to
garbage.
deal with transitioning. Does have a second tier clear, but doesn't see it.
Got it cleared though.
But isn't
and
topped
got
out.
the yellow.
Would have been dead, but was not topped
Mhm.
out.
A little more combo garbage would have done it.
Just like a +4 is the difference. Now has this tower on the left, but with this big chain is able to downstack it safely without having to worry about the very quick shake time of the combo garbage. Derek is
Big
now
nasty
piled
one
on the
coming
pressure,
through.
as is Laumian, to be fair, a 6 chain and a 5 chain coming out from both players.
Mhm. I did notice Derek had a 8 combo mixed into that chain, so it may have to be Laumian may have to be extra careful, because that's all going to fall right at once. I'm okay. Laumian had a Shogun, but was didn't need it. Taking the second match.
Derek actually raising up quite aggressively and trying to get a chain. Gets a lucky, I think, chain extended link, but is only able to get a 4, but Lamian not able to punish the high stack. As soon as I say that,
Mhm.
Derek just about surviving with that leftmost pillar. Lamian with another 5 chain. Derek with the twin towers, but does have a clear on one of them.
Laumian doing a little bit of burning. Are we going to downstack correctly to be able to have a... Oh, we're not topped out. Doesn't matter. We've both got some gross layering. Well, Derek has a second tier clear. Didn't need it. Oh, didn't need it. All right, Laumian taking round 3.
Yeah, Derek having a little trouble just getting those like 8 chains that we've seen earlier this tournament. So
Right as you
6 is
said.
pretty
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
But again, has these twin towers, but is going to go unpunished as he is not topped out.
Albion finds the second tier clear. Continues to put pressure on Derek. He pushed it all the way up. Ow!
Oh no! Hate to see it.
Yeah. I did like that, you know, he was trying to give himself more options, more chances for offense, but hate to see that happen. More little garbage coming Derek's way, and it's
And that's
enough.
gonna be
Wow,
it.
that was sneaky.
Yeah, just a sneaky little combo storm to round it out.
Mm-hmm. I think with that, we are all of our matches are complete. So we've jumped over to our bracket. Thank you, Kitty. We are looking at, as we slowly pan down, just great showing from our 7 play. Let's take a look at our standings. We've got H2O sitting at first with a clean sweep, 6-0, and Sarah taking second, and Laumian, like we just saw, coming in third, eking out over Derek with that win. Derek was in third, but yeah, Laumian snatched it right at the end. Espic in 5th, Bramp in 6th, Robitas rounding out our tournament. So thank you all for participating. That was an incredible tournament. Like, it felt like there was all the participants had a good showing, and everyone had a chance to take a lot of wins from each other.
Exactly. It was, I mean, you can see by the middle 3 people, just free.
Mhm.
It was a dead heat. Well, it was a game 9, but decided in the end. Not after much more than that.
That's true. Yeah. We had the drama. We had, you know, the passion. We had the full makings for excellent tournament. So
Yeah, with that, I think the advance in the expert tournament's happening in the following 2 weeks.
I do believe so. So next Saturday is our advanced tournament. That's going to be at level 10, and everyone up to Platinum can join that. And so that's what, 1625? No, that's where Platinum starts. So it's like 17 something, you know. Is
Something like that, yeah.
something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, platinum stops at 1724.
Gotcha. So if you're that or below, you can join us for our advanced tournament, and then our expert tournament in 2 weeks. Not next Saturday, but the following is open to everyone. That's also at level 10. And if that's too much for you to remember, no problem. Just jump on over to our Discord, check out the tournament sign-up page, and there's a lot of other things going on too. Now that I say that, check a look. Do you know? Do we have any other? Oh, we do actually. Dialon is doing a crew battle, keyboards versus controllers. That's going to be coming up on August. Where is it? I was just looking at it. Okay, August 3rd. Yeah, that should be an exciting one. So it's going to be a unique format where everyone's pitted against each other, keyboards versus controllers. We're going to see who can take it away. So we have a lot of different things kind of going on. So if you're not in the Discord, join it. Come be a part of the community and swap some panels with us.
Yeah, it's a blast to commentate with you, Paul. Yeah, I gotta take off now, but thanks for watching, everyone.
Absolutely. I think that's it. So it was a pleasure, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Join us for the next one.